Introducing Bueller and what it's like to travel with him.
We are Fox Party of Three. Bueller is an integral part of that Party of Three. And people may wonder what it's like traveling with a dog. Bueller is about 65-ish pounds, so he's not small. He thinks he is. He thinks he weighs 2 pounds, but he's not. And traveling with him has really been great. He is a great camp dog. He doesn't bark. He doesn't run away. When we have to have him on a leash, he's great on the leash. And he loves to go on hikes. So the only time that we have issues is when we're in a national park where he can't go on the hikes. But he also loves nap time. So he loves to be in his little space and be left behind as long as the temperature is good for him. And he'll just sleep and hang out until we come back, and then he's happy to see us again. But traveling with him, I think, has just opened up his whole world to way more than what he was doing. He was sitting on the couch and just kind of hanging out, but now he gets to see things and smell things. And you're knocking this over, buddy.
Got muscles now.
Yeah, he's got muscles now from his hikes. He loves meeting people. He thinks everybody loves a Bueller, and he just wants to snuggle with anybody who will give him a snug. So
How about travel days?
oh my gosh, when he knows that we are packing up and traveling, it's a travel day or ride day, he wants to get into the truck immediately. He doesn't want to be bothered with waiting around. It is all about him getting in the truck, and he will sit there and wait unless, if we're packing up for an hour, packing up for 10 minutes, he does not care. He will get in the truck, and he's happy to be there until we drive off. And then he has his bed, and he's perfectly happy. He loves travel days.
Yeah, he loves the back roads better than the freeways because he likes to watch for squirrels and chipmunks. And yeah, you like squirrels?
And he loves mountains.
Yeah.
When we are in a mountain road that's kind of curvy, that's when he'll sit up and he has like this look on his face like, "Ooh, what are we seeing?" Doesn't like highways so much.
And his signature look is he has one ear high, one ear low, like that all the time. And if he's a little worried, he has both ears down. If he's a little excited, both ears go up.
That's his signature look.
Yeah, but that's how he kind of looks all the time, just and gives him his personality.
So yeah, traveling with a dog is definitely doable. It definitely helps that he's a good dog and a good camp dog.
And I think it helps that he's older, but he's still in good health because he's gotten a lot of his bad habits out of his system. It would be a whole lot different if he was young and a puppy.
Yeah, but things to be aware of when you're traveling is you got to have their medical records. They have to be up to date. We just stayed at a fam camp and we had to produce his shot records. And you need to be in touch with your vet. You need to have a good supply of medicine that he might need. He's lucky that he's not on any meds, but he has flea and tick control, and he has heartworms medicine, not the worms themselves. But you just got to be prepared, and you got to be aware of what he may need. And as we've said before, he has a standard of living, so he needs bully sticks.
Dinner at 5.
Dinner at 5.
Breakfast at 7:30.
Snuggles
every day at least, yeah.
And a nice bed spot.
Yeah.
And then a removable bed from the truck that he can put in the campsite, and he doesn't have to be on the ground.
Yeah. All right. Is that good enough, Bueller? Did we hit all the highlights? Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
All right, buddy. And then his favorite thing, while we're talking about Bueller, this is kind of a junk drawer, but his favorite thing, rawhides not so much, but he loves the bully sticks. And then I usually take the longer ones and cut them in half and make them stretch a little bit further. But he loves these bully sticks, so yeah, he knows where they are. Yeah.
How is supper, buddy?
Is it good? At the back door, we have another one of those mesh bags. We have them all over the place for multiple things that we use. But that's his leash holder and poop bags, and they're a quick grab. Just keep a couple of bags, and I just have a small piece of rope ready. And you can tell he thinks he's getting ready to go somewhere. He's got his scarf on, so he thinks he's going to town right now. But yeah, mesh bag works great for getting it out of sight and out of the way, and having it ready to go at morning or late night. Bueller knows when it's 5 o'clock, and the time change sometimes confuses him, but he always goes with the earlier hour. He's kind of like Rain Man. He lets us know when it's dinner time. If we don't pay attention to him right away, he gives us one single loud bark. We keep his food in the corner here in a container. Then we picked up at the thrift store, and we use these collapsible bowls. And he gets not only dog food, but he gets some people food. He gets to lick paper plates almost every meal. So he loves dinner time. Most of the time we serve him, he doesn't get served in that spot. We'll serve him here on the floor, and he likes the steps so he doesn't have to strain his neck, because he has a standard of living. And then when we're done with the bowls, the water bowl will go into the truck when we travel, so he has water on the road. And then the food bowl folds up and hangs on a command strip there right behind the bench, so they're out of the way. And the nice thing about the collapsible bowls, we also take them the water bowl hike, and it clips onto the backpack, and so it's really convenient for him to always have a water bowl wherever we go. And that's mealtime, 5 o'clock.
It's time for Bueller's after dinner walk. We're out here on BLM, so he's free to walk and be without a leash.
Come on. Lay down. Lay down. It's time for night. Are you not ready? You still got bully sticks on your brain. He has a pillow that he likes to rest his little head on. And then we bought a flannel blanket that unfolds, and when it gets cold in here at night, we usually turn the temperature down. He likes to have the blanket put on him while we're making bathroom calls in the middle of the night. One of us will get up and tuck him in on the way back to bed, and he'll wake up in the morning. He'll come crawling out of here, and he looks like Hugh Hefner. A lot of times this blanket's hanging off of him like a party robe. He's fun to watch. But let me take the camera from you. Just keep it running. This is also one of his favorite snuggle spots in the morning. He loves as we're making coffee, he loves to come over and get Snuggles, and that's what sold us on Bueller about almost 9.5 years ago, 10 years ago when we got him. We got him from the pound, and he came up to Jill and put his head on her shoulder and leaned into her, and she said, "This is the one." So he's definitely a lover, not a fighter. But
he loves snuggle time.
Yeah.
Snuggle time in the morning, snuggle time at night. It's all about the snuggles. Everybody says, "What kind of dog is that?" He's a snuggle hound.
Yeah, he's a good snuggle hound. Cool. All right, love you, Bueller. Another thing I did primarily for Bueller was I mounted a 17-inch black toolbox I got from Walmart. I wanted something big enough that would fit on this area, but yet small enough I could still open the lid, and it matched and went with the camper. So I spent a lot of time trying to find one that would work. This is the best thing I could find. We do keep a little sunscreen, but his antiseptic sprays, smells stuff. We do keep a couple of quick grab tools, but most of it's, his heartworm medicines, his itch medicines, his boots for walking around, whether stickers or cactuses, his bath soap, a ball, his cable leash, his brush, some small line. So we call it the Bueller box. But most of the stuff is in here is for him, but I do cheat and steal some of his space every now and then.
Every now and then, Bueller has to get a bath. We were in Utah and picked up a lot of that red dirt, so it was time for him to get a bath. He hates it. He hates getting a bath, but he'll sit there and take it, and then he's super happy after the bath is over. After the bath, he gets to go for a walk and shake off the excess water. What he'd truly like to do is run and do zoomies and then slide in the dirt and try to get the water off that way, but we try not to allow that.
So when we travel, I have a cushion that I can pick up at a thrift store for like $7. It's an indoor-outdoor cushion. It comes out at the campsite and goes in the truck on travel days. He also has a small bed, more of a foo-foo bed that I keep in the middle. They both sit on top of my storage bin boxes. So on travel day, I throw this one in there, pick it up off the campsite, tuck it in, fold it under like that. The other sits on top of the boxes. I've got a ton of other stuff in here from other videos if you want to see what's in there. And then, hey Bueller, load up. And then that's travel day. And then he's ready to sit back and go for a ride. Yeah, what do you think? Yeah, and that's travel day. Yeah, and while I'm getting the outside of the camper ready and Jill's securing the inside, a lot of times I come back, he's curled up like a cat in that small bed, and he's happy to be there, and he's away from the stress of us packing up. And that's his happy place in the morning when we're getting ready to roll.
So as I mentioned, Bueller is an integral part of Fox Party of 3. I can't imagine doing this without him. He has added so much to our journey. We brought him home in 2014 and he's been with us ever since. I can't imagine just leaving him behind and doing this without him. If you have a dog, I encourage you to find a way to make it work. You do have to make special sacrifices. You do have to customize your rig for them in certain ways, but having him along has just added so much to what we do every day, and I can't imagine it any other way. Thanks for watching.